Edgar Allan Poe, complete poems. Poetry is a great way to learn languages. It is also a great way to practice pronunciation. Reading out loud and then listening to yourself. I've been doing this all my life. And at the beginning stages of learning a language, people can get a little bit self-conscious. I don't know if I like my voice when I speak this language. And that in the back there is my little star, Skylar. Name is perfect for her, Skylar, from the skies, like a star. Natalie Skylar. She pretty much took possession of this YouTube channel. There is a lot of videos that she made on here. I'm going to recite Annabel by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. She was a child and I was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of a cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I see the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the side of the sea. It's a story of love lived and love lost. There's this cliche phrase, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. I have to agree. You can always take from that experience, like Edgar Allan Poe talks about in the poem. The love was so strong that even after she was gone, it was still there. He still felt it. And then when he died, he was buried next to her. Or that was the fantasy. That was the fantasy in the poem. And the beauty of the words and the musicality, the cadence of one's speech when you read a poem, you have to take in the words and express the feeling contained in the poem. It begins with this glee, this emotion, this positivity, love, and then as the poem progresses, and she's ill, and then she dies, so the cadence of her speech must be different in certain instances of the poem. Edgar Allan Poe, this is complete poems by Edgar Allan Poe. My very favorite is Emily Dickinson, but I absolutely love Edgar Allan Poe as well. He was a great lyric poet in addition to being internationally acclaimed by the father of the detective story and the modern Gothic horror tale. Poe's life was tragic and tormented, and part of the popular fascination with him is his image as a tortured genius. But this view undermines the full extent of Poe's brilliance and his enormous influence. There's more I wanted to say about him. Another time in another video. It's been 5 minutes. People usually start to drift off and like, oh, you know, I'm just going to watch something else. I'm going to go watch Angry Birds, or I'm going to go watch Jackass or whatever. So, yeah. So I'm going to cut this out. And there's my little darling there. There she is. No, where is she? I see her feet. Oh, she's here behind me. There she is. Yeah. And she's mine. 9 months in there, 27 hours of labor. Mine.